Ice Age, the movie franchise that introduced me to so much. Maybe only 5 movies, but this movie franchise was some of the first movies I ever watched growing up. It gave me not only likable characters, but just a quest that some movies don't get. They get me invested with the entire journey that these characters go through, and one of these movies is one of my favourite movies. It makes so much sense why I would start with this one. So here we go, everyone. This is it, ranked from worst to best, my first Rank Down Jenkins video, number 5. Ice Age, Collision Course, the 5th movie in the franchise, and I hope to be its end. This movie is just boring. I find this to be like the tipping point of a good movie franchise. All the new characters, are just boring stereotypes. The main antagonists are actually alright, and I enjoy them being on screen because they're decent enough and have character. Well, Ellie's love interest in the movie is just basically a ripoff of Jeff from American Dad. Buck is, kinda selfish in this movie. He puts everyone's life on danger because of his own selfish, not really selfish, kinda nice deed. But I do like his opera. And the whole movie is boring. It is just it was a pain to watch this movie, and I don't want to watch it again. Manny is more protective of Peaches, which he learned in the last movie. Sid is pathetic as ever, and it is just one downhill movie. I just hope it's the end to this movie series or franchise, whatever you want to call it, because I cannot handle as much as a traffic jam of a movie this has become. Word of advice, just forget this movie. Number 4. Age the Meltdown, the 2nd movie in the franchise. Well, this movie is a sequel. It's not as good as the first one, but it is as good. This movie's about everyone being warned by a vulture and also like this aardvark that a flood is going to happen, and the vulture plans to eat anyone who dies. Well, this is the first introduction to Crash and Eddie and Ellie, so yeah, I do love their first introduction, and there are some good scenes in this movie, as well as like these prehistoric shark-like things. I don't know the name for them, but they are some alright villains, even though they can't talk. They're threatening, but I love their designs. The scrap moments are some of the best in the franchise, and I really do enjoy his like martial arts scenes. But there are some scenes I would kind of skip, and that's why it's number 4. Like Manny trying to flirt with Ellie. Just think about that. And other things I would skip. I would kind of want this movie to be more paid attention to the flood, like impending doom, which Collision Course failed miserably at. But I feel like this movie could have done a lot better in like the doom of this flood. The Food Glorious Food song is just amazing. I rewatch it all the time and I think about this movie. Let's just say this movie's an alright movie that I would rewatch if it was on, and it's definitely one of the better movies apart from, the other 3. Number 5. Ice Age, the first one in the entire franchise. Okay, there's so much to say about this movie. Well, how it started the entire franchise, how it made the characters more likable as the journey went on, how it introduced Manny, Sid, and Diego. The voice acting is amazing, and some scenes may be serious, but also are some of the most memorable scenes in the franchise. The only thing I can actually disagree on is the humans. The humans are kind of boring, but they're also kind of not needed for the entire franchise. I mean, like, they're just there most of the time. I don't think they mostly need to be needed. But there are some serious scenes, especially Manny's origin, like how his family died by hunters. And there's so much to this movie, and loads of people can enjoy it, seeing how these characters improved over a few movies. I have to admit, maybe my nitpick about the human part is kind of stupid, because without the humans, there wouldn't be a movie. But if everyone sees this as number 1, I view it as number 3. But I don't take anything away from this movie. It is a great movie, and nearly every one of the fans love it as number 1. Number 2. Ice Age Continental Drift, the fourth movie of the franchise, and arguably people say it's the worst. I love this movie. I saw it in the cinemas. It's that good. I love the plot. I love the characters, how it introduced new characters, how it got a message of how you should let kids grow up, even though it's a movie designed for kids. The movie is about Manny and Sid and Diego, getting lost out to sea, and Sid's nan coming in called Granny, and she's just as amazing. She's one of the most quotable characters I've ever seen, and she's one of my personal favorites from the franchise. And along with Shira, she's also introduced as more like a female version of Diego, but they do give her some character and just don't make her a one-dimensional stereotype. And along with Captain Gut, he's arguably the best thing to come out this movie. I feel like everything that he does is just amazing. Overall, I feel like this is the most iconic movie, mainly because of people hating it or personally me loving it. This was originally going to be number 1, but I gave it number 2 because there's one movie I think that deserves the number 1 spot, and I think you all know what it is. And the number 1 best Ice Age movie is Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs, the third movie in the franchise. The movie is about Manny getting ready for Ellie to give birth, but after Diego loses a deer, he thinks he's lost his predatory-like instinct, so he decides to leave the herd. And after Sid and Diego have a talk, Sid thinks he might need his own family. And after crashing into an ice cavern, he finds 3 eggs, which he shows Manny. Manny tells him to return them, and after that he considers as becoming a parent. They become 3 troublesome dinosaurs, and not only that, the mother shows up and she not only takes her kids, but as well as for Sid. So Manny and the others decide to go get Sid in the lost world of dinosaurs. They come across not only Diego, but also a weasel called Buck, who has completely lost his mind and decides to help them try and find Sid. What does this movie do what the others don't have? Well, there's one person who makes it. Simon Pegg as Buck. He is completely all over the place. I think Simon Pegg had a field day just playing him. It's like Ice Age 5 that when they botched him up as a character, here, they actually make him the most quotable and the most enjoyable. And not to mention the animation. The animation work is beautiful. Not only for the dinosaurs, but all the other things, as well as the lava scenes, or the other scenes. Okay, this movie is always second. For me, it's number 1. Not only is this the most likable, but it's the most fun and most enjoyable one out of all of them. To me, this is the best Ice Age movie. And thank you all for watching this video. If you want any other things I should do, type them down below or go into my other channel. But here I'm just going to stick to rank downs. If my top 10 best voice actors or anything, I'll do on my other channel. And next time, I'm not sure what I'll do, but this will take a while because I have to watch the movies of franchises I have to do. But don't worry, it will come. My next video will be here in a few weeks or longer or shorter. I'm not that sure. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.